Dober fantasy players and fantasy football fans. Monday Night Football for NFL Week 16 on Christmas Day features the Oakland Raiders at the Philadelphia Eagles. Here are the players that we recommend to start and sit on your Dober fantasy play cards for Monday Night Football. Since he's recovered from a fractured vertebrae, Derek Carr has scored more than 15 Dober fantasy points 3 times in his last 4 games. In their last 3 games, the Eagles have given up 24.2 Dober fantasy points to Russell Wilson, 14.2 Dober fantasy points to Jared Goff, and 27.36 Dober fantasy points to Eli Manning. Perpetually playing from behind, Carr has 115 pass attempts in his last 3 games. It's easy to imagine Oakland falling behind in this game, allowing Carr to rack up fantasy points in garbage time. It's easy to see that Marshawn Lynch still has plenty to offer as a 31-year-old running back. Unfortunately, the Oakland offensive line was struggling even before it lost Pro Bowl left tackle Donald Penn to a season-ending foot injury. Lynch has scored more than 13 Dober fantasy points just 4 times this season, and he has a tough matchup against the best front 7 in the league. He might not be Carson Wentz, but Nick Foles did a good impersonation in Week 15 against the Giants. Foles completed 63% of his passes for 237 yards, 4 touchdowns with no turnovers. Some will retort that Foles' production came against one of the worst defenses in football, but the fact is that Oakland's defense is as bad or worse than that of the Giants. The Raiders have given up 8.5 Dober fantasy points or more to every quarterback they've faced this season. With each passing week, it appears that LeGarrette Blount is getting phased out of the Philadelphia offense. After tallying double-digit touches in 9 of his first 11 games, Blount has 24 touches for 70 yards in his last 3 games combined. Meanwhile, Ajayi has seen his role grow each week and has 42 touches for 215 yards over the same span. Blount has scored more than 6.5 Dober fantasy points exactly once since the Ajayi trade 6 games ago. We recommend fading Blount on Dober play cards unless there are major changes to his role in this offense.